So, a little bit of a change up in the scenery, and I can't believe this is my 12th little mini ultra AHA with you all. And this is pretty momentous because last week I managed to crack through the 20 kilometre. So I ran 2.5 hours or 2.5, 2.5 hours and actually another 5 minutes, and that got me to the 20K, which means that I have actually now run at the same level and reached where I was 19 years ago. Pretty incredible. And it felt good to be able to, break through and get to this level. And in a really short space of time, I've actually managed to do that. And excitingly for me, my body is holding up. My mindset is developing really nicely, albeit the last 5 kilometres of the run last week was really tough. But I just had to keep pushing through. The really interesting thing is now that I've got to this level, and now I'm about to go into uncharted territory, as in I've never run more than 21 kilometres in my life, and the event is 84 kilometres, it definitely has got me thinking about what are the things that I'm going to need to not even do so much as who do I need to become to be able to complete this. And what was really interesting is as I was thinking about this after the run, instead of the old version of me who would have been quite adamant there's really only one way to do that, and that means that I have to start really ramping up to the next one will be a 3 hour and progressively 3.5 hour, 4.5 hour. I found myself thinking about lots of other options for how I can get to the state, to the fitness levels I need to get to complete this event in under 15 weeks. And the cool bit about that is abundance mindset. So for those who follow me on my socials or even in my client base, know that for 2023, one of the other areas I was working on was my abundance mindset. And what is so cool about realizing that I have so many more options about how to train for the remaining level up process is it shows you I was dealing with abundance mindset around my finances and my business, and yet it's spilling over into all other areas of my life. And of course it is, because it's not like you have one mindset for one thing and yet you'll have a different mindset for others, because that's not how it works. Our mindsets can be, without realizing it, quite rigid, and they do go across all of our life unless we choose to make it differently. When I say abundance mindset, I want to check in with you what I believe is abundance mindset. And it's not woo-woo. It is all about a mindset where there is limitless opportunities versus a scarcity mindset, which comes from a limited opportunity mindset. Now, another way to look at it is a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. In a fixed mindset, which is very similar to that scarcity style mindset, there's really only limited ways that you can do anything. And even worse, under that mindset, it's quite rigid about even the person that you are. If you've got a very fixed mindset, you could be someone that goes, well, I was born this way and I only had that level of education and I'm at this age now, so therefore this is all I have available to me. Or I'm this sort of personality, and so it's set in stone what I'm able to do, what my options are. Whereas the other end of the spectrum is the abundant mindset, which is I am this age and I can go and find numerous examples of people that are doing what I want to do in numerous, literally limitless ways in which to do it. So one is about fixed, and I find narrow and a bit fear-based, because it's like scarcity, there's only one, and if we don't get those choices, then there's no other options. versus abundance, limitless. It's expansionary, and it allows us to consider so many more options, which gives us choice, which actually reduces pressure and fear. And having this more expansionary mindset just brings an ease to life. So how am I using this in my training moving forward? Basically, as I start to ramp up the amount of time I am on my feet, on some days, my body is going to simply find it too difficult to run the entire 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 4 hours. So straight away, I'm giving myself permission that from all my training, my big training runs from now on, it is about as much run and walk that I will do. And that keeps me on my feet and adapting my body to the length of time I need to be actively on my feet to get ready to complete this event. The rigidity of fixed mindset would be, well, if you're not running the whole way and periodizing it that way, then you're really not training properly. That is grinding. This is gliding. This is going to get me over the finish line, definitely, in not just even in the right physical state, it's also in that mental state. And as I go through those hours, particularly in the dark, I just feel this abundance mindset is starting to pay off dividends across the whole of my life. So just to wrap this up, it got me thinking about, why I'm sharing this with you is in order for you to watch my journey and help me. It's great for me to know that there's people out there watching this, and that helps me it bolsters me as I go out and train. I'm also doing this because I want to inspire you on whatever pursuits you have. What is your version of an ultra? It doesn't have to be a physical ultra, but something that will require you to level up to quite a considerable amount that you've had in the back of your mind, which means it's an inkling, which means that I firmly believe you need to honor it on some level. And what I want to say in this aha is that version of an ultra that you've had in the back of your mind, have you been holding yourself back from doing it because you thought there was only one or two options for how to do it, how to level up to it, how to consider achieving it? What if you brought in an abundant mindset, like limitless opportunities of how you could bring this in? Would that open up your mind to it more? Would it open up the opportunity for you even to consider it rather than just keeping it stashed away? I really hope it will. And look, don't fear to direct message me and let me know what your version of an ultra is and what it is that you would like to achieve, and always able to give any insights or inspiration if you need it. So until next week, when you see me next week, there will be less than 14 weeks to go. So we are starting to, what I believe, come into the real business end of this event. Okay. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.